I'm Ron Vitello with United Real Estate Advisors, and welcome to another episode of Fashionably Fit. I had recently lost over 20 pounds in less than 3 months with the help of Brandon Marshall and his staff here at House of Athlete. Now, if you don't know who Brandon Marshall is, he's a former NFL wide receiver. He's co-host of Inside the NFL on Showtime, and now owner and operator of House of Athlete here in Weston, Florida. And today we're going to talk to Brandon about the pillars to stay physically and mentally fit. Thank you for doing this. I know that you're a very busy guy, so I wanted to ask you, when did you come up with the concept of House of Athlete, and what is your mission statement?
Why does everyone, when they sit down with some type of athlete or celebrity, prominent person, they're like, oh, we know you're busy. I'm not busy.
Right.
I'm no more busy than you are.
Right.
But anyways, House of Athlete. I think the entire concept has been being built since I was like 7 years old, since I started playing football, right? Because that's literally what this concept is. That's what House of Athlete is. It's my experience in sports, and how did I grow year after year, day after day to become who I am today. So I've literally taken all of that and infused this into this fitness concept. So how did I eat, right? So we call that fuel. How did I train? My mental fitness, like you have to be mentally fit. You have to be mentally fit. Like there's days where you have, in months where you have this amazing experience in sales, and then there's some where it's like, it's not as good.
Right.
You have to be mentally fit, right? And I think that holds true for all of us. And then how do we recover? How do we recover from wins? How do we recover from losses? How do we recover from mental and physical pain or stress? And then the last thing is tribe. Like we all have a team around us. So
Awesome.
That's House of Athlete. Think about this. One of the things that is scaling and people love is how our schedule is set up.
Right.
We have 2 classes per hour. We have a ramp and we have a pump. And it's depending on your goals and how many times you come dictates how you position yourself, right?
Right.
Like if you're coming 4 times, you're a guy that works out like 4 times a week. You actually work out more, but here you work out 4 times a week, right? But so you want to burn fat, and you take ramp.
Right.
If you're trying to bulk up a little bit more, you're probably going to take more of the strength classes, and that's the pump, right? But when I first started this, you came to me, you're like, Brandon, man, my legs, I'm doing the same things over and over, blah, blah, blah. I took that information and we got better.
Right.
I took that and made us better.
Right.
So that one of the things that's actually scaling and one of the things that people actually love came from you.
Right.
I don't know if you realize that or not.
I don't. You talk a lot about mental fitness, right? I like to talk about the flow class on Wednesdays. Tell me a little bit more about that concept and what that's for.
Yeah, so for 8 years now, my wife and I, we've been traveling around the world, raising awareness for mental health, and also implementing our program, Project Prevent, where we literally try to intervene early and prevent some of these issues that we're seeing in our children, and even our young adults.
Right.
So what we do is we teach people how to be first responders, mental health first aid. What do you do if someone's having a panic attack? Can you identify that, right? For me, that's always been my passion, it's always been my goal, and I know how that's played a huge part in my development and a lot of our successful people around the world. And so I wanted that to be a staple here at House of Athlete, where on Wednesdays we're focused on stability and mobility work, but the biggest thing is meditation, and then that conversation after, that sense of community, that sense of I'm in an environment where I can just say, you know what, this is what I'm dealing with. And it's pretty much our hottest class, our most important class for sure, but that's the why. The why behind it is we can come in here all we want, and we can get stronger, we can get better, the body fat can come off, the BMI, the cholesterol is at an all-time low, but internally or mentally our brain is not healthy.
Right.
That's not good. We need to work on that.
So Brandon, you talk about one of the pillars is fuel. Tell us more about what that means in regards to diet and supplements and such.
Wow. This one is really simple. We have a responsibility to make sure that everyone understands how important food and fuel is.
Right.
That's 70% of it, right? So that's why it's a pillar, because it's so important. So for us, how did it get started? I was so tired of members coming in, or athletes coming in, working out and every single day being consistent and not getting results.
Right.
It's like, man, this person's been here for 6 months and they're still at the same body fat. They're still at the same weight. They're not reaching their goals. Why? Because we wasn't having a conversation or taking responsibility for what they were doing after they left here.
Right.
So all we did was had the conversation like, look guys, here's how you get started. This was a healthy plate of food look like, right? So every person that comes in here, we're having that discussion, just getting them started, just the simplest things, the fundamentals of how to go shopping, the fundamentals on portion control, the fundamentals on, this is how a healthy plate looks like. This is what a carb is, this is what a veggie is, right? This is what a protein is.
Right.
This is how you use it. And then the other part to that is supplements, fuel, right? So for me, it was like I was tired of our athletes going on Amazon, going to GNC, getting the wrong stuff, walking out, spending $600 on protein and glutamine and 8 amino acids, all this stuff. And I said, you know what? We'll have that stuff here. So we spent 6 months developing our own products, the cleanest stuff that we believe is on the market, and starting with that as the educational piece, starting that conversation.
Today is a tribe day, the tribe vibe. Tell me a little bit about the tribe day that you have here and what's behind that. What was your thought behind that?
It's simple, right? Like, we're not here to just help 200, 300 people or have one facility. Literally what we talked about on the flow class and the mental fitness, it's really our passion to spread this thing globally. So the only way that happens is if you have a sense of community. So we truly believe in accountability. We truly believe that we got to do things together. That's part of how we run this long race, and do it in a way where we have really good quality of life. So on Tribe Day, what we do is we do things together. Like, we can go through the entire week and we're together and we're doing our own drill, but it's still in our own little space. On Tribe, you gotta have a teammate, right?
Yeah.
We actually compete and have different programs in place where we're working together and competing against each other, and it creates not only competition, but it creates this community where people are like, oh my goodness, like, I've been missing this. I've been needing this. Because now we're in this age where we think we know people or we think we're in touch because of social media.
Right.
Oh yeah, Ron, I know what you're up to now. I've been watching your stories for months.
Right.
But I haven't actually picked up the phone and called and said, how are you doing? Right, so we have no more community, and we're trying to reinvent that here.
Right. So Brandon, tell us, we spoke about all of the pillars. Let's talk about the last pillar, which is recover. Tell us more about recover.
Recover is important because the way the body is designed, we have to rest. So there's two ends of the spectrum. One way is just us taking a couple minutes throughout the day and maybe doing something for our mind or our body. And then on the other end of the spectrum, sometimes we need to be able to take a vacation. Sometimes we need to be able to take a weekend. Sometimes we just need to take an entire day and just completely shut off and unplug. To me, recover is more about the mental health than the physical health, right? Because yes, there's people who have aches and pains dealing with different ailments, and you gotta learn how to recover physically. But mentally, do we understand what that looks like? Do we know what that looks like? Because if we stay in this rat race, what a lot of us are in, right? We need this, we need that. I'm trying to get to the next thing or the next person, right? Then we're just going to burn out. We're burning the candle on both ends of the stick, right? And that's never healthy. So for us, we felt like it was important to have this discussion around recovery and also have services that will expedite that. Whether it's our training room, it's our flow class, falls in that as well. And then also having a discussion with some of our members when we see them, like, hey, maybe you should take a day. Right. Maybe, when's the last time you went on vacation? So that's a big part of whatever we do and however we do it, whether you're a professional athlete, you're in the real estate business, you're an entrepreneur, you're an at-home dad, a weekend warrior, you need to learn how to recover mentally and physically.
Right, awesome. I mean, we can finish here, but the other thing that really makes a difference is you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand that your authenticity and how genuine you are and how I see you you know, you literally genuinely care about people here. You're here, you're working out with us, you know, you're social with us. That really makes a difference.
Yeah.
And so I don't know that a lot of people are coming to you and saying, hey, thank you for being that for us.
Yeah.
But that really does make a difference. And you know, for that, I truly thank you.
It's awesome.
Compliment me on my swag, which you didn't think I had. Come on, I got swag.
Make sure we get this guy's shoes. Can you put those shoes up real quick? Oh my goodness. The best realtor in the game right here.
Oh, I just got made.
Yeah, you know about those?
I just got made. He didn't think I had swag. And he saw me with the Jordans on. He was like, whoa, Ron, you might have some swag.
Thanks for the opportunity to do this, man.
No, thank you for finally doing it. I told you it would be fun, right?
No, it's good, it's good.
But it gave me a chance to say thank you. What'd you think? Brandon Marshall helped me, and he can help you too. If you'd like more information, go to www.houseofathlete.com, or you can like them on Instagram at The House of Athlete. I highly recommend going to their Instagram page. On there, you'll see video testimonials. You'll get to see the gym. He's also releasing a supplement line and an athletic clothing line. So go take a look at it. I'm Ron Vitello with United Real Estate Advisors, and I thank you for watching another episode of Fashionably Fit, where I take you to places and show you things that can help you stay fashionably fit.